Welcome to Olsem Wanem. I'm Deborah Prentice. As we all know, here in PNG, betelnut is more than just a nut. It has been culturally and traditionally used by many coastal societies for generations. Today, even the highlanders of PNG have adapted to chewing betelnut with lime and mustard. Here in Port Moresby, there is a ban on betelnut. Nevertheless, it is one of the most profitable business in the informal sector, and it can be very dangerous. In this episode, we look at the betelnut business between the Northern and Morobe province, as well as sea piracy along the borders. We visited Guba Market in Popondetta and speak to some of the betelnut sellers.
I make a little business with the buai daga here at Guba Market. Okay, mainly I buy my supply from the Kaiwa people up inland. And once in a buai. It's a good business. In a week you can make a 500 plus, especially selling loose bags and hand buai. You can make 500 plus in a week.
Betelnut sellers here at Guba Market can make up to 1,000 kina in a week. It is a profitable business. And when I say business, they truly mean business. The province is known for its quality produce of betelnut, and betelnut here is transported to as far as the Morobe province and on to the highlands region. Highlanders, for one, recognize how profitable the betelnut business can be. Many have come here to the northern province to benefit from this trade by setting up businesses such as trade stores, fuel outlets, and hire cars to transport betelnut from the village to town and to the beach, which is about 40 minutes drive from Popondetta town.
Me one lig businessman here long Popondetta. So misa ronim tua na fuel one them ayaka na me putim this ayaka long boy side. Now all buyers long again yet all come na all irim car long one pla day and 700 kina. So inside long amas pla trip and also me sa put him lo one per day, but also give him lo trip. Suppose all work him two blood trip lo one per day, and also me sim 1,400 kina. Me look him good opportunity because some time people long normal aya, some time all man bakamaya, some time but stuff yet so. Me look him man plan good up when me every day car blow me ba working aya. Na si money come and me look at boy work and good plan. Olsem so me put him long this layer.
Apart from business operators in the province, betelnut buyers frequently travel all the way from the highlands to buy betelnut in the northern province.
Me one bla buy buyer. Me name blow me Osama 178. Me blow again central again. Misa go come Olsem lo Popondetta side lo sim boy work lo good bla lo mi lo sim boy Olsem mi one bla place man mi stop nati lo place ba mi go raskol passing still passing so this la way misa running boy work misa lo stinti lo narpla work or narpla still passing rubbish passing no got no now misa running boy work lo again misa come okata lo lay misa abrusim trebla province na come okata lo lay misa sim dinghy long 2,500 na kalap lo dinghy kam okata long kikiri lo oro province lusim boat la up sim 7 kina PMV kam okata lo town na misa sim ola ekar long ola Pablo la ekar misa sim one day 700 kina ekar na misa ron go anda lo place na mi blasa ron anda la boat and skipa one them Awa side lam na Pablo aya mi blasa ron go back Olsem lo lay side and then mi blasa kalap lo bus PMV nar playa again mi blasa turmai boy go anda la car mi blasa ron go back mi blasa abrusim trebla province again, Koraka, na mibla sa go back la again, mibla sa go market, na mibla sa lugi mo sa market and more lili, mibla sa good price mibla go end up like 500 kina lo one bla back, na market mibla sa bump and mibla sa karkan down 300, 350 something also.
A betelnut buyer from the highlands can make up to 16,000 kina in one trip, but the risks involved in this business are tremendous. It is more than just the bad weather out at sea. After the break, we take a closer look at the betelnut business and sea piracy. Welcome back as we take a look at betelnut business between the Northern Province and Morobe Province, as well as sea piracy along the borders of these two provinces. We also hear the story of a man who was held up by sea pirates, stabbed with a screwdriver and thrown into the sea. He was unable to swim and at risk of being eaten by a shark. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here at Kikiri Beach, which is about 40 minutes drive out of Popondetta town. Here we find dinghies ready to hit the waves to the other side of the border with bags of betelnut. Dinghy operators put out their dinghies on hire for about 2,500 kina a trip, and one dinghy can carry up to 31 bags of betelnut.
Mibla sa go down Ogada lo Kikiri, na mibla sa unloading Ogada 31 go lo one bla boat. Time wete morai dem solwara sa sili morai dem mibla sa unloading 32 na samla time ba 31. Time weta problem mibla sa loading 29, 28 na 30. Na mibla sa ron anta la boat and skipa one dem. Awa side lem na Pablo Aya mibla sa ron go back also lo lay side. And then mibla sa kalap lo bus PMV nar playa again mibla sa turmay boy go under la car mibla sa ron go back mibla sa abrusim trebla province again Koraka na Chimbu na Juaka mibla sa go back la again mibla sa go market na mibla sa lugi mo sa market and more lili mibla sa good price mibla go end up.
The betelnut business is a dangerous business, and the danger involves more than just the bad weather out at sea. With increasing activities of betelnut buying and transport from the Northern Province to the shores of Morobe Province, there's also been increasing number of sea piracy. This young man almost lost his life 3 months ago out at sea. He was held up by sea pirates along the border, stabbed with a knife and a screwdriver, and thrown overboard to die. Shane is one of many victims of sea piracy. He was unable to swim, at risk of being eaten by a shark, but he survived.
Okay, sea pirates pinola plumipa lo sa time sa tinting me one kind man of soul too. But lucky blow so all binolingan. Bami baking back one kind of so all over making bad. Lucky blow lo semino on the santin land. Mi gorano solvara tu mi tingi mo se mi stanta lo tingi. Mi stanta lo tingi mi sa se mi stanta lo ground. But samo mi sta lo solvara na mi just tingi mo se life lo mi endim le now. But lucky o se mi survive. Okay. time mi blau ko swim tem mi feeling mo se mi adu kita because left hand side lo mi am dying. Na mi panyad na missing out help na narapa boy bin gural wante container so. Am kari container kam na. Mi oli container na mixi strong lo container but mi am no napet because leg lo mi am die na se antu antem die so. Mi struggle go na mi adu kita na mi ko start drink solwaran.
After the break, we take a look at Shane's chances of retrieving his dinghy, as well as how police in both provinces are dealing with the issue. Welcome back. Sea piracy along the border of Morobe and Northern Province is on the rise, with incidents reported to the police on a weekly basis. Sadly, the betelnut buyers and dinghy operators remain the main targets. But that's not to say that everyone else is safe.
Si paret pinola plumita lutla time ultimi lo backside na side le. Samo mi sta lo solwaran na mi just tingi mo sem life lumia mi endim le no. So obin dil na kam na simi pla o lu kimi pla sali boy no bin kam o islam. But dealings bin come up lo le no bin ron na kam.
Shane is one of many victims of sea piracy along the border of Morobe and the Northern Province. On his return from Leh after transporting betelnut with his crew, he was attacked by sea pirates, robbed and thrown overboard, an experience that one can only imagine. Having lost everything, the one thing he had left was his life. He was later rescued by one of the local dinghies.
Mi bin report him, mixi obi. Mi bin go puti obi lo obi lo Lincoln Gerari. Okay, mi bin kambe ken na mi try mo gata best lumi lo isla Wanem na masine na em no na lumi. Mi like all policeman help me na mi try mo gata road but em no na lumi na mi try mo gata best lumi too but em no na.
Like many other victims of sea piracy, the chances of retrieving one's stolen property is most unlikely.
We reactivate the Sea Patrol unit because there is an increase in sea piracy between Morobe and Oro Province. We receive reports on weekly basis because our betelnut buyers travel from Kikiri, from Oro to Leh, and upon their return they were held up. And in one instance, there was a dinghy being held up. The passengers were forced to swim ashore. We have a sea patrol that we can patrol the border area between Morobe and Oro Province. Unfortunately, I have no dinghy, no logistic support. So I'm still waiting. I've been promised by the politician to give me one dinghy for this purpose, and I'm still waiting. But hopefully one of the dinghies will be allocated to us, and we will patrol this area. The only thing that we can control is the Sea Piracy is my counterparts on the other side of Morobe. If they come good to us, we'll have a joint operation to show that police is there to provide services. Now, if my counterparts on the other side, they don't do it, I cannot do it myself. So I'm urging my counterparts in Ley to work together with all police so that we will provide services to the people. We must make sure that our people are safe when they're traveling to Ley or when they're traveling back from Ley.
Morobe Command, we don't have resources to monitor the sea piracy thing, and that's why it's not really that we are working closely, but we understand that the sea piracy is happening along the Oro province, of course, like us. So we're sharing the same the port. So I mean, currently now we are putting something in place to counter-react on situations of the sea piracy along the coastline. We Morobe Police now, with the assistance from the member of parliaments and our ACB. My ACB is very focal on this issue, and he wanted to see that he wants to cut off this sea piracy thing along the coastline, and he's supporting us, and he'll be talking to the headquarters to assist us, whatever assistance they will give us. I think we'll monitor, and we will try and not actually stop it, but we will manage it to manageable level.
Welcome back. Due to increasing incidents of sea piracy along the borders of Morobe and Northern Province, police from both provinces are urging travelers to take precaution. Also in this segment, we take you behind the bars of Popondetta police cells, where juveniles, men and women are locked up together in the same place. So far, 2 women have been raped inside the police cells.
Those of you who are actually doing that, I think you lay off, because it's going to be bad if the police actually implementing the sea piracy on the sea waters. It's going to be nasty. The police will come in full force to try and eliminate those culprits or whoever is doing that.
Our province that before you leave for Ley, you must notify the police or even the disaster office, so that we know that you are traveling to Ley or traveling to Morobe. If you do it without notifying us, we would not know what happened to you. Just recently, classic example, recently, a lady left with 2 dinghies, left with 2 passengers. The operator and his crew, they left Kikiri, and that dinghy never reached Ley. The parents of that lady, they're looking for her, and we are also looking for her. But we believe there must be between Ley and Morobe patrol post.
Apart from sea piracy along the borders of Morobe and the Northern Province, drugs and firearms are also transported by sea between the 2 provinces.
What happens is, between Ley and Oro Province, they transport drugs, ammunition.
Northern Province also has had serious issues with illegal homebrew production and consumption. This includes marijuana.
Just recently, I have restructured our operational units. In our restructure, we have established the drug squad, highway patrol unit, and also the sea patrol unit. We reactivate the sea patrol unit because there is an increase in sea piracy between Morobe and our province.
Apart from dealing with sea piracy and drugs, Papua New Guinea police cells also remains at its worst state. Though not so obvious from the outside, behind these bars are rooms filled with darkness and an unbearable smell. There are no lights, only one bathroom, and visible marks on every corner of the room, including the ceiling. It seems that every person that has been locked up in here over the years has made sure to leave his trademark behind.
No one to put the chains. With the sleep number, the speed number, no one to put the service kinds of cells like toilet to him, smell number, or something him, light him, no what, dark, the sleep to dark him. Kai do some time, kai some time the sleep nothing.
Overcrowding is also another issue. But that's not the worst. Both men and women, including juveniles, are locked up together in the same place. And already, 2 women have been raped within this police cell. According to Northern Province PPC, construction of juvenile cells are underway, and in time, women and the juveniles will be placed in separate cells. But this will take a few more months. At the moment, women are locked up together with the men. That's all for this episode. If you have any comments or stories you would like to share, please send them via the email address showing on your screen or visit our Facebook page. From the Olsem Wanem team, it's goodbye for now.